In the kitchen today, we've got something great. Of course, we have Chef Marco. Speaking of great, though, he is making a pizzaiola, right?
Pizzaiola.
Yeah, you say
that's
it
right.
better than
Pizzaiola.
I do. It's like the combination of two of the world's most wonderful things, pizza and hamburgers. What's not to love? I'm so excited about this.
I'm glad you are. This is, you know, the 4th of July is coming up.
Right.
It just gives you a little bit of a different twist to a burger. You know me, I always got to put a twist on something.
I know you do.
And we're going to combine pizza and burgers. And
Oh, all right. What ingredients are we working with here?
traditional pizza toppings: mozzarella, basil, sun-dried tomatoes, pepperoni, of course garlic. I don't travel without it. Hot pepper, pepper, salt, a little bit of oregano, some Parmesan cheese, some flat leaf parsley. Put it into a nice high-quality ground beef. We're going to top it with some of our tomato sauce on a ciabatta roll.
I think this sounds great. How
Doesn't get
come
any
we
better.
didn't think about this before? But of course, Chef Marco did. We're going to put it all together for you in just a little bit here in the kitchen. Now we're going to send things over to Emily Linehan and the .com. We're back in the kitchen with Chef Marco, and we're making our pizzaiola, our pizza burgers, if you will. I'm super excited about this because I love a great burger, but it's Western New York. You got to have pizza, too. Why not combine them together?
Maybe we'll try a chicken wing one next time.
Nice.
We can do this. See, we can be creative, you know.
Oh, I love
I like
it.
to make something different. I mean, eating the same old burger, I mean, that's great. Nice,
Yeah, sure.
You know, you get the best part of a burger is the quality.
Right.
You know, you put good food in, you get good food out of
Right.
it. So, to add a little twist to this, I love pizza.
Yeah.
Being Italian.
Oh, yeah.
So let's try to make something a little different.
Okay.
And season our burger to taste like a pizza.
All right.
All right. So we start.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna use
I love
flat
the
leaf
fresh
parsley.
herbs. Okay.
Now, flat leaf parsley, as opposed to the curly parsley, has a little different taste. It's in a lot of Italian
at the
recipes.
grocery store between cilantro and the flat leaf parsley.
Yeah,
I get tricked sometimes.
Cilantro's got a little soapy smell or flavor to it.
It
You wanna
does
taste
smell
that?
like parsley. Yeah, and sometimes that's what I have to do at the grocery store is smell it.
No,
Yeah.
the topping of a pizza,
Cheese,
shredded
that is
mozzarella,
really good cheese, by the way. I was nibbling.
and
I'm such a nibbler. It's bad.
some garlic. It's okay. Some garlic, and then some more garlic.
And that's just kind of a big chopped garlic, right?
That's a big chopped garlic. This is
Ooh,
roasted garlic. This is
Oh,
going to add a
that's
little
gonna have a
another
good
dimension
flavor.
to it. We're going to put a little heat to it,
You know, I like it.
and then a little pepper, a little salt,
Your
and you can
basic
always,
seasonings, yeah.
I'm not going to put a lot in the mix because when I make the burger, I'll season it again.
Yeah.
Parmesan cheese because that's
Okay.
always on top of the pizza. These are big chunks of sun-dried tomato.
Ooh, that'll have nice flavor. Nice and concentrated, too, not too wet.
Not too wet.
Right.
And then I added a little bit of margarita cup and char pepperoni. The cup and char gets a little crispy when you cook it on top of pizza.
Nice.
And then we're just going to cut it up real thin. And
Gosh,
what this is
great
going to do,
knife skills.
thank you. What we're going to do is this is going to add a little extra dimension, I guess.
Oh, I
Let's
love
add
it.
some more.
I'm
Wasn't
super
a lot.
excited. Yeah, put it all in. Hey, we're going to be putting our burgers together here in the next cooking segment. That's coming up in just a few minutes on Winging It Buffalo Style. Chef Marco's got us covered. Stay with us. We'll be back. Also, and we are doing that pizza burger, the pizzaiola, and it is smelling delicious in here. I'm telling you what, this is a great idea.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
welcome.
You know, I forgot one thing, a little bit of oregano.
Oregano, okay.
And then we got to throw that in there. We had thrown some chiffonade of basil in there.
I love the
basil.
fresh herbs. And you know what I really like the twist you did with the sun-dried tomatoes? I think that's a great choice. You know, if you put regular tomatoes in there, how wet would that be?
Yeah, they get a
you
little
know?
wet, and then the sweetness from the sun-dried tomatoes, too. I
yeah.
love sun-dried tomatoes.
Really intense flavors. Just really, I think that says summer, too.
So, you know what else you could do is you could, if you don't make burgers, you make meatballs out of these.
Oh, it's a good idea.
Right? I just thought about that when I made it.
That's a great idea. Look at you always
So,
thinking.
I know, always thinking. So, when you make a burger, there's a little trick. You want
I
to roll
need
it
a
up
trick.
into a
Yeah,
meatball.
okay.
Make it tight. No, I shouldn't say, that's wrong. I shouldn't say make it tight. You want to tighten it up so that it doesn't fall apart.
Just enough so it doesn't
But
fall
then
apart.
push it down a little bit in the middle so that it loosens up, so that it cooks all the way through.
Okay. Mine
then you
always...
wanna-
Okay,
Go ahead.
you finish.
Then you want to put a little hole in the middle with your thumb,
Okay. That's a pretty good size hole. Okay.
right? Season it.
Again. Okay, so you
Again.
put it in there a little bit and then do it again right on top.
And we're going to throw it right in the pan like this. And what's going to happen is the fat is actually going to cook out of the beef into that hole. We're going to turn it over into its own fat and it's going to keep it juicy.
Look at you. That's a great idea.
Not too shabby.
Seriously, the hamburgers that I make that I don't buy already pre in patty form always turn out kind of more like a meatball than a burger.
You got to push them down a little more.
Okay. Well, is there? I mean, my mom used to tell me this. She's like, you
Yeah.
overwork your hamburger.
Absolutely. You overwork it. It dries out. It doesn't give it a chance to. Think of it this way. You want it to breathe. You want it to cook in its own juices.
Okay.
And stay juicy. You don't want to You don't want to bite a dry burger.
I can't leave well enough alone. I keep doing this and this and this, and it's
Yeah.
a disaster.
Don't play with your food.
I know. Okay.
And then we're
Ooh, I
gonna
just love that olive oil.
a little olive oil on some ciabatta.
Ciabatta's my favorite bread, by the way.
And then we're just going to grill that.
Okay.
Okay. And then the topping, instead of like a mayonnaise or a ketchup, we're going to use our tomato sauce.
I think that's a great idea.
It just gives it a little more dimension. I'm all confused this morning. I'm sorry.
No, you're not. You're
backwards.
doing good.
All
I'm
right.
totally focused here with you.
So I cheated a little bit, and I started a burger.
Well, and I like the size of these because I like the ciabatta rolls. Sometimes burgers are too big.
Well,
and you can always, if you're hungry, you can always have more than one, but it's kind of hard to eat half a burger.
Well, these don't count because they're sliders. They're little. So, you know, if you're worried about calorie counts, it really doesn't.
Sliders,
so
calories don't count. That looks great.
Little grill mark on there. Throw a little tomato sauce.
Well, and when you grill it up, the sauce doesn't get all soggy on the bread. That's nice.
I'm going to put a nice wedge of tomato, some onion.
Look at that.
Throw the roll on top. You know, it's simple. It's great for the 4th of July holiday.
That is. And I think if you had company over, they would be impressed with that.
Oh, absolutely. And tell them I gave you the recipe. But I want to cut this open because...
Are you going to show off a little bit?
I'm going to show off a little bit.
Nice.
You see all those...
Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous with the cheese right
flavors,
inside.
the juice, everything's inside.
Oh, man.
And you know, everything's done.
Great.
So you don't have to worry about getting the cheese, who has cheese.
Right.
Everything's in there. You know, just throw it all together, put it on the grill, cook it up nice.
Well, and the herbs are still so green and so vibrant and so fresh. The cheese is so melty, and it's not sliding off the bun in any crazy form.
Absolutely.
It's right in there in literally every bite.
If I was daring and not wearing a white jacket, I would bite this right now.
If I didn't have to talk on TV, I would, but you know
Absolutely.
we're gonna, and it's gonna be great. Of course, you're gonna get the recipe on our Winging It homepage, but it's not all. We're gonna have second helpings when we return. We're gonna take some of these very same things and we are in the kitchen with Chef Marco today. And Marco, I'm such a nibbler. I cannot stop nibbling these burgers. They are so flavorful and
they're
delicious.
Hot. And hot, too.
I burned my tongue a little bit, but it was worth it.
Good.
Now, what are we going to do for second helpings?
Good. We're going to do something a little different with some white rice.
Okay.
We're going to throw it. We're going to make it like a rice salad.
Okay.
So we're going to do rice and mozzarella, and we're going to add all the stuff that we have left over. A little fresh basil go, some diced up fresh tomato, and some white onion, just to give it that crunch.
Fresh and crisp and crunchy.
Yep. Throw it in here. Excuse me. Add a little olive oil.
Oh, that's great.
Kick it up. Some hot pepper.
I do
some
like
salt.
hot pepper.
A little garlic. All right. Let's see how this comes out. We'll mix it up.
We're just making stuff up on TV, but it's Marco, so it's going to be good.
It is good. I just want to say hello to my daughter's orthodontist office.
Aw.
They watch every Friday,
Well, hi.
and they love the show. So hi, girls. How are you?
I had braces, so hats off to all orthodontists everywhere and crew.
Let's be a little more creative. We'll throw a whole burger right on top of
my
that.
gosh.
You know, now
And
it's
when
like
that heats up a little bit, that cheese that's in there and all the flavors, oh, that's going to be good.
There you go.
Marco, I love you. Your food is delicious.
Thank you very much.
Marco, of course, will be back next Friday here on Winging It Buffalo Style. Hey, coming up Monday on Winging It Buffalo Style, remember, we're an hour later. It's kind of like springing forward, if you will, but in the middle of summertime, and it's forever.
And we're going to welcome some friends from under the sea with the Niagara Falls Aquarium.
We're also kicking off our new hour with Food Truck Week. That is going to be awesome. From fish to fashion, 4th of July coming up. We've got you covered.
And remember, we will also be at Coca-Cola Field for Kiss the Summer Hello, so come down and you can meet the Winging It team.
Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you back here Monday at 9.